to everyone. My name is Mohammad Hassan and I belong from Patna, Bihar.
So throw out.
Yeah. I just came here in Delhi 2009 when I selected in NIF New Delhi. That time I was a 9th ranker all over India. I just studied over there with the scholarship of the NIF Ministry of Textile. And finally I was passed out in 2013. I just got grade 8 over there in knitwear designing I've done over there. I was basically interested in doing merchandising job. I was placed in Mattress Clothing, Gurgaon, Mohammadpur, one of the best leading company over there, giving you all over the competition like Liricha, OC, Orient Craft, and Matrix. These three are company over there which are the very successful company over there. I just work with the buyer like Codewara Creek over there, which is a European buyer, and Zara, Zara, and actually I work with Zadig and Voltaire, which is France buyer, in BNS then when I just left Mattress Clothing after doing job 1 year. When my mother used to came over here, I just shifted to Noida. And right now also I'm doing job in BNS design. I having the direct buyer of Zadig and Voltaire. It's a France-based buyer. They having their store all over the world. They used to open their store in like Libya, US, England, and whenever they used to open a new store, they used to call us or mail us about the new PT development sample. They call us, just give the SMS sample to them. I just collected all the print design sample which are present to us or which I can develop with the help of my knowledge, and then I just used to send their swatches to them. So while doing merchandising, I came to know knowledge about the fabric, how to behave with the workers, how to take the part in that, how to take out the time, limited period of time I have to work then, and basically costing, manipulating everything in different way. Just if fabric is not in time, how I can manage that. In merchandising, I realized that while having the knowledge of the designing, I can manipulate the cost also over there. Sometimes it used to be happen when buyer has lot of implement on the lot of design on the garment and the cost is not up to the mark. That time what can I do? I just realized that okay, some of the element I remove from there by the help of that, and then the swatches should be handed over to them. After the handovering to them, they realize that this cost is enough for them, then they give us the order.
Yes, I'm listening also.
Yeah. Any question if you like?
No, you can still go ahead.
This thing used to be happened, and I was very interested in teaching also. While living in Gautam Nagar near NIF, lots of juniors used to come across to me, and every day they used to ask a lot of questions. I used to make presentation for them also, and in a weekend, Saturday, I always used to visit my library in NIF, and used to gain a lot of knowledge from there. So by doing a knitwear design work, while having a designer degree, but I was very keen to do job in merchandising, and now I feel very keen to do a job as a faculty.
You have come with a presentation.
Yeah.
Can we start?
Yeah. This is the thread application how the machine used to work. Thread uses stitch, number of stitch also used to count in as per demand of the buyer. Seams, quality issue, garment properties, thread application. Two types of garments are available, woven and knits. Leather, footwear, garments, accessories, belt, wallet, bags, thread application. Woven fabric, in which we having the warp and weft, to which we used to get the fabric by the weaving. One thing I like to say that I just forget in between, I also work for an NGO in High Field, Uttarakhand. There is the Angora rabbit over there. They used to, by the sharing of the hair of the Angora rabbit, they used to make the lot of garment over there. Lot of people used to come across the world also to see that. Common weaves, plain, twill, satin, dobby, and use of light and weight of heavy weight. Weight is expressed in the term of GSM, gram square meter. But when you used to count, we take the GSM in round shape like a circular. But area of a square is always equal to area of circle. That's why we used to take gram square meter. Thread application. Knitted fabric. Knitted fabric, what will happen when we use hand flat or circular? The loop we used to make, the latch needles they used to come out and they used to take the thread, and when they light used to go, they just pull down the thread. And this how they used to knit. In a circular also, when I done the internship in Neva Garment in Ludhiana, I used to came across they see every kind of machine, how they used to make and how they used to arrange the kind of machining and their technology I used to came to know over there also. Various range of knits type. Knits two type. One the front we used to see it's knits and the opposite section is square. Jacquard also used to be made over there. When we used to loop the other kind of thread, we used to come across for certain period of certain area of knit garment, that is called a jacquard. The loop always used to form. Common knits are jersey, rib, interlock. This is from the lightweight to heavyweight, which we measure always in GSM and depend upon the buyer how many GSM they used to require. Especially in nature due to the loop construction. Thread application. Function properties of a garment depend upon fabric type, seam type, stitch type, machine and needle type. Thread type. Wash, because wash is also one of the important things when the buyer used to give us order. Production introduction. Fabric properties, strength, cover factor, finish, shrinkage. Shrinkage always used to happen in knits 5 to 2%. Before giving the sample or before production, we used to take the fabric or just is used to hand over to washing unit and just we used to 10 by 10 square 10 by 10 inches we used to cut down the fabric swatches and just used to for the washing measure, even then we hand over to it. After then we used to just measure how much shrinkage used to be happened. This is also one thing. And while making the fabric for the production, we used to give for FPT, fabric package test, and then after that the case is passed, then we hand over for the garment package test. Then after passing the garment package test, then we hand over for the production. Elasticity, elongation, texture and trapability. Thread contribution to seam appearance is related to fabric properties as well. Stitch depend upon the machine, SPI, technology of the machines, speed of the motor. Stitch. A stitch is a loop structure of thread which in triangle, and they used to give a new kind of a stitch. It also used to be happen in some machines which like a flat lock, they don't have a bobbin over there. They make chain stitch at the bottom of the t-shirt. Stitch always depend upon the buyer, how kind of design they used to ask. Just like a print they used to ask, in the same manner they also used to ask about the stitch. Neck to bending used to happen or not, chain stitch should be there or not, flat hoga. I mean how they used to be asked depend upon their tech pack. Seam. Process of making stitch or seams. Lock stitch or chain stitch. Overstitching shuttle, domestic or rotary loop with the industrial we used to use for that. And chain stitch, button stitch, and second is oscillating looper, 2T chain, overlock or over seam. Overlock always used to use basically in t-shirt, and in jeans also these days they used to be happen. And ladies kurti which we use for woven fabric, there also they used to be used. Stitch. Classification by US Federal Standard. Based on the knitted principle of stitch construction, class 100 single thread chain stitch. Second, 2000 hand stitch, normally not sewing machines. Class 3, 300 lock stitch, hook and bobbin. Class 4, class 400 multi-thread chain stitch, looper. And point 5, class 500 overlock, over edges and safety stitch. Point 6, class 600 coverage stitch, similar to 400 but with top over. These are the stitch they used to be happened when needle just goes inside the machines and through the bobbin the thread used to pass. Stitch 1. Single thread chain stitch has a needle thread and a blind looper. Has a very good extension but unravels easily. Sani se they used to pull out. Used for stitching feed bags, filter bags. The stitch unravel easily, therefore makes access to bag and content easier. Single thread is chain stitch button sew machines also use the chain stitch, but there is the problem that if the machines does not tie the last few stitch and the thread is pulled, the stitch will unravel, button will fall off. That's why this time the machine used to come is they having with the lock stitch. After making the button, after sewing the machine, they used to lock the stitch over there, and that's why. Because earlier the machine used to come is chain stitch. Whenever one thread used to caught in hand and just pull out, all the threads just come out and the button is snatched from there, come out from there. This is why. Stitch type of stitch 301. Lock stitch has a needle thread and a bobbin thread. The needle is under thread crossover in the middle of the fabric. Does not unravel easily. Poor extension. Stitch is reversible. Use latest amount of thread. Excellent seam security. Lower productivity. More unstable after the thread break. Use in wide range of end uses. Stitch 304. Lock stitch zigzag has a needle thread and a bobbin thread. Has same benefit as 301. Security of seams, reversibility, won't unravel easily. Has better extension due to the zigzag and configuration. Use mostly of lingeries, foundations, wear, underwear, where the secure seems to be good extension in the required. This kind of stitch chain stitch basically using lingerie wears, underwears, and inner wears garment, where we use tapestry 304. 2 thread chain stitch, 1 needle thread and 1 looper thread. The needle and under thread cross over on the underside of the fabric. Higher seam strength and seam stretch than a lock stitch. Higher productivity. Seam run back. Unraveling is a big problem. Seam security not as good as a lock stitch. Increased bulk under the seam. Used for joining trouser panel, riser seams and fallen seams in jeans. Stitch 401.
Ehsan, apart from this, what all is there in your slides? Can we run
I
through
just make slide for the stitches.
for the stitches?
Yeah.
Okay, apart from merchandising, what are the other subjects that you are sure that you can teach the students?
History of costume I can teach, print
Okay.
design I can teach. I have a portfolio with me.
Okay, if you can please show it.
Yeah, sure.
Woven printing is different from knitwear printing. What is the basic difference that you have to? Suppose I have to print a kurta, a woven cotton kurta, which is digital print, and a knitwear thing with digital. What would be?
Two things used to be happy.
What we have to keep in
Woven
consideration?
one thing is that you don't have to stitch the fabric. You just put on the fabric, you just have a skin over it. In knitted what happened? They stitch the fabric. First thing is that. And second thing is that in knitted we always used to do khadi. Pigment also they are perpendicular to each other.
Uh-huh.
That is another one.
No, if we stretch the fabric and we do digital on it, then
Which
it is
woven on knits.
stretchability is definitely knitted.
Yeah.
So if we stretch it and we do the printing and then it retains its shape, then our print would overlap.
No ma'am. We never used to stitch so much. We just used to keep the fabric in such a way that कि उसके बीच में कोई मतलब fabric में बात नहीं हो, bending नहीं हो. That we used to see. It doesn't mean that कि we have
और डिजाइन में हम कुछ नहीं करते.
Design means
मतलब जो उसका कोरल बनाते थे उसमें कोई चेंज नहीं करते.
नहीं,
कोरल of
nothing,
knit
nothing,
and woven would be the same.
Nothing we used to see. We just used to see about the print. Yes, I say the pigment print. We used to come across. We used to more liquid. अगर मैं even thinner use कर लेता हूँ तो knits में क्या होता है कि थोड़ा सा side effect we used to see. Curl side आ जाता है. But in woven we right now what I have handled, I never seen that effect. और ज़्यादा we never used to stretch. We just used to keep in such a way that the fabric should not be bent anywhere else. In woven also we have to take care about that.
No, but what I'm wanting to know from you is when we are doing the coral of that design,
Nothing.
of that motif, Don't we keep little spaces?
No, ma'am, because we already done the fabric. We always hand over the fabric for the production department after doing the washing. That the shrinkage should be controlled. So whenever the print used to be happen, it doesn't seem that, because if the shrinkage is there in the fabric, or when we do the we do the print over there, then it used to be happen, it used to be shrink, or fabric it may be tilt ho jayega. So these things should we have to care about.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.